The president waking up in town before taking part in an event with Miami-Dade's Latin community. But controversy has followed the president to the Sunshine State. There is backlash from his comments about a peaceful transfer of power should he lose the election. CBS 4's Brooke Shafer joins us live from Doral with what some local leaders are saying. Brooke, good morning.
Hey, Maribel, good morning. Like you said, President Donald Trump waking up in Doral this morning. He is at his resort here at Trump National. This is where, starting at 11 o'clock this morning, he will meet with Hispanic leaders here in South Florida. President Trump arrived in Miami-Dade late Thursday night. He's in South Florida ahead of a meeting with Cuban Americans in a Latinos for Trump event on Friday morning.
They're very numerous in a county he needs to do well in.
That's Nova Southeastern University political science professor Charles Zeldin.
The president simply can't get enough electoral votes without Florida. Biden doesn't need Florida.
The president held a rally in Jacksonville before heading to South Florida. Most polls have Democrat nominee Joe Biden ahead in the state, but it's still a virtual toss-up.
We have to be very careful with the ballots. The ballots, that's a whole big scam.
President Trump still not willing to commit to a peaceful transfer of power if he loses in November. On Thursday, he continued to disagree with widespread mail-in voting.
The president will accept the results of a free and fair election.
And the White House press secretary's response did not ease concerns. But in a tweet, Senator Marco Rubio says there will be a peaceful swearing-in ceremony in January. Senator Rick Scott only tweeted about proposing nationwide uniform rules for mail-in voting and having timely election results.
The peaceful transition of power is the hallmark of a democracy.
One Democratic South Florida congressman says all lawmakers in D.C. and former presidents should publicly agree there will be peace after the election.
The idea that a president can refuse to leave the White House if he is defeated at the polling places is just not acceptable.
Meanwhile, the president is leaning on the Supreme Court following a possible disputed election. Miami native Judge Barbara Lagoa is one of the possible choices to replace the late Justice Ginsburg. President Trump rushing to add another conservative to the high court, also to potentially strike down the Affordable Care Act.
I'm in court to terminate this really terrible situation.
In a statement to CBS 4, former Vice President Joe Biden said 36% of people with the Affordable Care Act in Miami-Dade are Latin. He says in part, quote, "Fighting to rip away health care during a pandemic isn't leadership. It's weak and it's cruel. My promise to you," he says, "is simple. Health care is a right, not a privilege, and the Biden-Harris administration will work every day to expand access to quality health care." Both candidates looking to clinch that Hispanic vote come November. The roundtable with the president here in Doral starts at 11 o'clock this morning. From here, the president moves on to Georgia. I'm live in Doral. Brooke Shafer, CBS 4 this morning.